Afro-Tales Podcast is a part of the Connected Podcast Network. Chef. Yes, Glio. Don't you love how we get to share our stories and recipes? Yes, I enjoy it greatly. Do you know what makes it possible for everyone to hear us? Yes, Glio. Our voices, obviously. True, but it's also Anchor, a hosting platform that distributes the podcast to places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and others. Oh, yes. And isn't everything needed to make a podcast in one place? That's correct. And the best thing of all, Chef, it's free. Free, you say? Free. And all I had to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. So, you just had to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Yep, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and do what we're doing now. Fantastic, Grio. Simply fantastic. I know, Chef. I know. Ahoy, my friend, and welcome aboard the AfroTales Podcast, a ship that will carry us from location to location, exploring the tales that grew from the African diaspora in the Americas and the Caribbean. I am Aman Mazinga, your teller of yarns. As we head out, a particular yarn for each location will be spun. Come, sit with me, and enjoy this journey. The Man, the Snake, and the Fox. A man was returning to his knuko, a small homestead, when he discovered a large snake pinned down by a rock that had fallen on him. The snake groaned. "Good man, for the sake of the thing that you love most, get me out of this difficulty. I am a snake with a family. Get out of that difficulty to set you free so that you may bite me afterwards," the man replied. "Please, good man," the snake said. "I have no evil intentions toward you. I promise that I will not bite you." The man relented and removed the rock. The snake stretched its body and breathed deeply, while the man waited for words of gratefulness. But the snake raised its repulsive head and said, "Now I'm going to bite you." "Snake," the man protested, "this is an outrage. You made a promise." "Don't you know, poor man, that good is repaid by evil?" "No, that is false." "Very well. Let us go and get the truth of the matter from anyone we meet on the road. If I am wrong, I will let you go free. But if I am right, disaster will fall on you." They agreed to handle the situation this way and went along the road together. They met a donkey grazing nearby. The man said, "Donkey, do you think that the good should be repaid with evil?" The donkey put down its ears and brayed and said, "That is the way of the world, my friend. I have worked many years for my master. From dawn to dusk, I have helped him in his task. What happens? He beats me with a stick until my body is red and raw. And now that I am good for nothing, he leaves me in this place where there is hardly any grass to eat." "What did I tell you?" the snake said to the man, and it prepared to bite him. "Wait, let us ask someone else." The snake agreed So they went on until they saw a fox fishing in a stream. The man approached the fox, saying, "Tell me, uncle, do you think good must be repaid with evil?" The fox looked at the man and the snake for a while. Then he answered, "That depends, my friend. Let me hear first the reason for your question." After the man had related what had happened to him, the fox said, "Before I give an opinion, I want to go with you to the place where this affair started." So the three of them went to the place where the man and the snake had met. The fox said, "Now, I want to see exactly how the snake was trapped under the stone." So the snake stretched out his body, and the man placed the stone on him. When the fox saw the snake was firmly pinned down, he said to the man, "Leave him there now, my friend, and wait for someone else to save him." The man and the fox departed. The man tried to think of a way to express his thanks. He told the fox, "Because of your good deed, I would like you to come occasionally to my house. I will always have a chicken for you in the chest in my yard." The fox was very pleased. The following day, it went for its chicken, which it found where the man said it would be. The next day, the fox came again for a chicken. He came, not occasionally, but every day. He came continually and took the chickens wherever he could find them. The man became desperate. He didn't know what to do. 100 days passed. The fox took away 100 chickens. The man thought the fox was abusing him for coming so often. Unless an end was put to the affair, the man thought he would soon be ruined. So the next day, he placed in the chest not a chicken, but 2 savage dogs. When the fox arrived, he was happy. He said good morning to the man, and without waiting for an answer, he went to the chest. When he lifted up the lid, the 2 dogs attacked him. He fled across the fields. The dogs followed him. While running from his pursuer, the fox called out to his legs, "Stretch and contract, for everything in this world is cheating." The end. Well, yeah. So there's a theme about hunters trying to help snakes, or people trying to help snakes, that they just don't understand a snake is going to try to bite them. You know, if you've been listening for a while, or if you haven't been listening a while, go to season 2 and listen to the story Help or No Help. And it is a Suriname version of this particular story. And I love finding versions of stories in different countries, because it just lets you know how they go about telling that story. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. So if you listen to that story, you're going to be like, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Except instead of a Nazi, it is a fox that helps him out in the end. And again, I have to say again, we know snakes out there. We know people that are snakes. And we know that if we help them, we're going to get hurt, or they're going to try to hurt us in the end. And we still do it, knowing in the back of our minds, if I help this person, are they going to hurt me? They're probably going to hurt me. And they're going to say, I'm not going to hurt you. Don't worry about it. I'm not like that. I know what I am, but I'm not like that. And then you help them and they do it. And it's like, yeah, you're exactly like a snake. You just are. You're a scorpion. You're a snake. You're a bad person. You know what I mean? And I've had pet snakes, and And I tell you, no matter what, a snake will try to bite you. Even if they have the teeth to do it or don't have the teeth to do it, they will still try to bite you. So, take it for what it's worth. It was a baby snake that I had, and it bit me a couple times, bit my finger. Didn't hurt, but it just still tried to do it, because it doesn't care. It's a snake. But anyway, I love it. I love that they have a fox this time, and the fox learns that, yeah, he got tricked by the human. You know what I mean? And at the end, it's like, yeah, nobody. Sometimes you just can't trust anybody. You just gotta just know who you're dealing with, and just deal with them accordingly. And that's just what it is. Some people you can trust, some people you can't. And the fox thought, hey, I'm in a good position. I don't have to hunt for food anymore. I got this guy giving me food. And then the guy was like, I think he's taking advantage of me. Oh no, I can't let this go on. And the fox is like, well, yeah, humans. They're, just what I thought they were. But anyway, it was a great story. This one comes from Venezuela, and same continent, America, South America. Just one is on one side, and one is on the west side, one is on the east side of the continent. So amazing, right? Same stories, same premise of the stories, different characters completely in two different regions, and I love that. So as always, go see Chef for your delight that he has for you, and thank you for coming on the voyage, and I can't wait till we meet again for the next one. As always, thank you, and until next time, have a blessed day. Welcome, my friends, to the Galley. I am your chef, and today we were preparing some Venezuelan tequeños, or cheese sticks. Now, what really you need to prepare this very easy snack? 2 cups all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 2.5 teaspoons or 5 tablespoons unsalted butter, chilled, 1 large egg, half a cup of water, 12 ounces of queso blanco cheese, 1 quart vegetable oil for frying, guasacaca or preferred dipping sauce, optional for serving. Now, how do you put this dish together? Place the flour in a medium bowl along with the sugar and salt and whisk together. Cut the butter into half-inch pieces and place them in a bowl with the flour. Add the egg. Use your fingers, so make sure they are clean. Use your fingers to mix the egg and butter into the flour until the mixture is sandy and crumbly, and the butter is in very small pieces. Stir 1/4 cup of water into the flour butter mixture using a fork. Add more water, 1 tablespoon at a time, until the mixture starts to come together like a dough. Knead the dough in the bowl several times, adding more water if it is overly crumbly. The dough should be soft and kneadable, but will appear somewhat shaggy and not perfectly blended. Cover with saran wrap and let rest for 20
to 30 minutes. Cut the cheese into 3 to 4 inch long sticks and half-inch squares. Depending on the size of the cheese block you can start with, you should have about 24 sticks. On a lightly floured surface, roll out half of the dough into a 12 by 14 inch rectangle. Using a pizza cutter, cut the dough into 1 inch wide strips lengthwise, so that you end up with 12 strips, each about 14 inches long and an inch wide. Using a strip of dough to wrap one of the cheese sticks. Start at one end of the cheese stick and cover the end with dough. Continue to wrap dough around the stick in a spiral fashion, overlapping the edges until you reach the other end. Cover the other end of the cheese stick and seal, cutting off any excess dough. You can dampen the dough with a bit of water to help seal it. The cheese should be completely covered with dough. Repeat with the remaining cheese sticks and remaining half of the dough until you have about 24 dough-covered cheese sticks. Cover the bottom of a heavy high-sided skillet with vegetable oil and heat over medium heat. When the oil is hot, cook the cheese sticks in batches, turning them with a spatula until all sides are golden brown. Remove sticks to a plate lined with a paper towel and let cool. You can also fry tequeños in a deep fat fryer if preferred. Serve warm with gasakaka or preferred dipping sauce. And that is it, my friend. You have completed this little snack dish for you and your friends. So now you go, do what you do. Prepare this dish, letting me know how it comes out. And as you eat this wonderful dish, remember the man, the fox, and the snake. And until I have another wonderful recipe for you, as always, enjoy.
My friends, we are here, and I want to thank you for coming out here on this voyage with me. Thank you for doing what you do and giving me the time to get to this point. I want you to join me in thanking Art by Chalet. I want to also join me in thanking those who create the sound effects and music on freesound.org and Free Music Archive. I want you to share this journey with your family and friends so that way they can be blessed just as you are. If you want to leave a comment or a review so others can learn about this voyage, please do so wherever you can. All other ways to support and contact me will be in the show notes. So please go there, check it out, and do what you do best and be you. Again, thank you. And until next time, have a blessed day.